Love it, love it, love it. This morning I'm doing a solo challenge where I'm going to attempt to run the Telford T50. I'm hoping to go under 10 hours. I have run it before, 18 months or so ago, a week before I had quite a serious knee injury, so I never got a chance to actually have another go at it. I'm intending to go out today and smash it out in one day, in one go, aiming for under 10 hours, but I don't know how it's going to go. It could be 10 hours, it could be 14 hours, I've got absolutely no idea, or I might just bin it off early and go home and watch the rugby, who knows. Okay, we're ready. You do a countdown or what?
3, 2, 1, go!
There you go, we're off. Laura and the boys are just running with me on this first couple of 100 metres until we get to back to the car park where they'll leave me, and I'm going to catch up with them a little bit later on the run where they're going to be just bunging me a few supplies to keep me going. So here we go. I've got a fair bit of kit with me. I've got my lecky poles with me, which I'll be using later on when I got up the Wrekin. Main reason I've got those, takes a little bit of pressure off my legs, and sometimes on the downhills it just gives me a bit more confidence, having had knee surgery last year. So yeah, it's not, I can do it without, I often run without them, but sometimes it's just nice to have them there. I've only got a litre of water with me. I'm picking up water in a local shop after about 10 miles, and then I've just got a few snacks and a few safety things with me to make sure that I'm well looked after and kept safe should the worst happen. It's very cold this morning. It's around about 0. I can't feel my hands actually. I've got gloves on and hand warmers. I have this dodgy kind of circulatory problem, Raynaud's, whatever it's called. My fingers are quite painful right now. I've only been out a few minutes and they're good for nothing. So hopefully, once these hand warmers kick in, it'll make me a little more comfortable. Shoes wise, I'm wearing my Hoka Speed Goats this morning, which I intend to wear for the whole run. They're a full-on trail shoe, so should be ideal for these conditions. But I'll let you know how I get on with those. There was a video, I'll put a link up here or somewhere in the video to that, where I actually review the Hoka Speed Goats, so you can see how I got on with them. This path looks a little bit muddy down here. Might have to climb through the woods. Well, I thought we might get through, I don't know at the moment. It's, looks like the path's all flooded. Now, this is a bit of a challenge. The path, you might see in the distance, if I just sort of point to it, I might put it out of the video, actually points through there. Of course I can't go that way, so it's all flooded. So there's only one thing for it. I have to go off piste for a minute. This should be fun. We will find a way through. Yep, I did just fall. There's ice on all those logs. That was silly. I know better than that. I've only twisted my ankle a little bit. Path is there again now, look. There we go. Didn't make the best job of that. I think it's because I was carrying a GoPro. If I hadn't been carrying the camera, I probably would have been fine, but there we go. That's the path, so off we go. Hopefully we won't have too many of those incidents today. You can find that happens sometimes on trail running. Scratched my leg on a load of thorns then as well. You can watch me glow. Here I am, 7.7 miles in, 1 hour 16 roughly. Feeling pretty good. Obviously I'm not very far into the run, so it's too early to tell how today's going to go, but yeah, feeling quite positive. It's a beautiful morning for it. I've seen quite a few people walking the dogs and things, and the great thing about being out in the morning is people are generally quite friendly. So yeah, all lovely so far. Let's hope it stays like this. Because here we are, first 10 miles done. This is the top of the Ironbridge, 1 hour 39, 40 miles to go from here. I'll take a moment just to show you the views, but then I'm going to keep moving. I need to pick up some water from the shop if I can. I'm going to struggle. I've only got about 400 millilitres left, and bear in mind I usually drink about 500 ml per hour. So there we go. That's all you're getting of the views of the Ironbridge today. If you want to see more, watch some other of our videos, or maybe just come down here for a day out, support the local businesses, which is what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to go to the world famous pork pie shop that he likes, but no pork pies for me today, just some water. Well, that was a bit of a surprise. I've just come up the top of Ironbridge, a place called the Rotunda. Beautiful views. I heard a siren, wondered what it was, then a huge explosion. Turns out they were taking down, or demolition explosion basically, for the Ironbridge power station. The big towers were taken down last year. They've just taken down the big building. I saw it go but couldn't get the camera out in time, but that big explosion, I could feel it throughout my body. It was a real shock. I just can't believe I couldn't get my camera out in time to show you all what I've just seen. Beautiful clear day, some great views. I haven't got many of them on camera, if I'm honest. I've just been concentrating on moving forward. Gotta be honest, I'm not moving very quickly. I don't know, I just had something to eat. I was struggling a little, so I've just had a little malt loaf bar that hopefully picked me up a little bit. I just seem to have suddenly felt hungry, lacking energy. I haven't even gone that far really. I guess I'm, I don't know, 13 miles in or something like that, probably about half marathon-ish kind of distance. So yeah, not feeling 100% right now, but I'm sure I'll get over it and get going a bit more quickly in a few minutes. Okay, that's me at the top of the Wrekin, 18.2 miles in or something, 3.5 hours. I was going really well, I was feeling pretty good, and then just on the way up here, it's obviously quite a big hill as you can see, I started getting really bad cramps, to the point where I actually stopped just a few minutes ago. I've got myself moving again. I feel like I've had enough fluids. I've drunk, you know, well over 1.5 litres, getting on for 2 litres of water so far, so I should be okay. And sorry for being graphic, but I'm weeing enough. I've had to stop 3 times to, you know, go for a wild wee, forgive me, behind a tree and all that, but so I don't feel like I'm massively dehydrated or anything. Maybe I haven't had enough salt or something like that. Maybe I need some electrolytes, who knows. And I've got to admit, I haven't taken anything. I do sometimes take salt tablets, but I haven't taken anything today, so maybe that's my mistake. Maybe that's the end of this little challenge, I don't know. I'm going to head down here anyway, go off towards the Arkle, which is another hill next to here, then over into Wellington, see how I feel in a bit. Okay, okay, I'm down off the Wrekin now, heading up onto that hill there now. That's the next little bump that we have to deal with. I'm not sure the actual ascent on it, but it's a fairly significant hill, which will keep things interesting. So across this road. Yeah, not feeling 100% with a bit of cramp and things. My knees are twinging. I've no idea why as such, although I know I'll bang on about it a bit, but I had knee surgery obviously a year ago. A long slow recovery from that. I found that during the recovery and everything else I was overcompensating, and my other knee's been hurting a bit at times, and like days like today they're both sort of like just twinging a little bit, and it makes me a bit paranoid. I don't want to do anything serious, and you know, I'm not one for pulling out of events and DNFing, but sometimes you've got to do the right thing. So, you know, I'm just sort of keeping a bit of a close eye really, and if I feel that it's going to be too bad, then I'll just stop. I mean, I'm not out to prove anything today, I'm just out to enjoy a little bit of the countryside, and it is fantastic today. Oh, I see a woodpecker down there. You'll never pick that up on the camera, but you have to believe me, there's a woodpecker on the tree. Very good.
Let you go now. You love me right for a minute, even though I try so hard to forget it. All you do is pave.
I'm still plodding on slowly. My time isn't going to be what I targeted, but I do not care. I'm just having a little bit of fun. To be honest, we're stopping off to chat up the old ladies. There's actually been a few little conversations now I've had by coincidence with older ladies. I don't think they'll mind me saying that. There was a lovely lady as I came off the Wrekin. She stopped, she even offered me water. Now, I had run out, but obviously Laura was only a mile away at that point, so I declined her wonderful offer, and during COVID, of course, it wouldn't have been the right thing to do, but she was fantastic. She was making me laugh. We were talking about the rugby. I, of course, was running with my sticks at the time. She had her sticks. She was waving her sticks at me while asking who I was supporting, and she lowered them when found out it was England. So we had good fun there. I was also chatting to an ex-PE teacher who was asking me about my running and things, and she's really interested in what I'm up to and also what the children do and things. She was fantastic, and to be fair, maybe being a PE teacher's good for you, because she said she was in her mid-80s, and I would have put her at least 10 or 15 years younger than that. Looked fantastic. And yeah, a few others, just a lovely couple of ladies walking together just about half a mile or so back. So yeah, my time's gone out the window, but I don't care. I'm only here to have a little bit of fun today, a little bit of training. I'm still suffering a little bit with cramp, but I seem to have overcome the worst of it at this point. But I did dehydrate myself. I'm still struggling a little bit actually, just trying to catch up on the fluids, but yeah, we're getting there. I'm trying to get over this stile without touching it. COVID and all that. There we go. Oh, these are beautiful woods up here. If you come at the right time of the day, as in like sort of early in the morning or in the evening, you often see deer up here. Lots of them as well. It's absolutely amazing, and I think it's something that people don't or miss out on the opportunity of seeing the wildlife and seeing big herds of deer. And it is a herd of deer, isn't it? There's not another collective name. If there's another collective name and I've got it wrong, you know, hit me up in the comments or something. But yeah, big old herd of deer. You see them up here, and it's an amazing sight when you see them in the wild. I know often you can see them in the deer parks at the National Trust properties and things where they're sort of semi-wild, but there's something special about seeing, you know, deer out here really in the wild. Yeah, I do like deer, venison. Oh, can I say that? Okay, forgive me. I'm quite a long way into my run now. I'm way behind schedule. I'm about 30 miles in now. Forgive me if I start thinking and talking about food. It's all about the food. About the food, about the food. Oh, a big hill now. I'm gonna have a walk up this one. Yes. Nothing more to report, but I'm feeling okay. Not great, but not too bad. I'm okay. I'm still. This is really slippy, even in speed goats. Whew. Even the Hocker speed goats are struggling to find a bit of grip in this. Very slippy mud. Oh.
Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing.
Eating cheese sandwiches in Lawley.
What miles? 3 miles?
Versus 3, I think.
Yep. So you're doing really well.
Thank you, Will. I'm running really slow. I'm not going to come under 10 hours, highly unlikely. No, I don't really care. I've had a nice time anyway. Well, nice-ish. No table manners, watch this. Oh.
You cut your leg. So. Here we are, so it's off at this bit now. Great views, you can see where we've been earlier up the Wrekin, up the Arkle. That's where we were early this morning. Great views, we've been all around all of this today. .42.5 miles. I'm at
at the top of the Lilleshall Monument Hill for a nice sunset, but I'm not going to hang around, straight back down and push on to the finish. Lots of people up here to watch the sunset. Beautiful evening for it. Look at that. Anyway, I'm not going to hang around now. Only another 7.5 miles to go for the 50 miles. Love it, love it, love it. Amazing sunset tonight that everyone's here for.
Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time.
Here we are, just at the finish. Here's the sign which marks the start finish of the Telford T50. Got the job done. It wasn't pretty, but I got it finished. Yeah, I made hard work of that. There's times where I should have been running a little bit quicker. I don't know what my overall time was, it doesn't really matter anyway. Good training run, you know, it felt alright, got it done, I'm in one piece. Yeah, I feel alright really. Only thing is, I've now got about 2 miles or so to run home. So far from ideal, but Laura's got some food ready, I think. So I'm going to sign off here and going to start the walk home. So thanks for watching, if you've watched this far anyway, at least. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it does mean a lot to us. I know we're having a little bit of fun at this YouTube thing and everything else, but yeah, please like and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you've got any other ideas or challenges or anything else, then yeah, smash them in the comments, drop us a message or whatever. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon.